Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Janelle is being forced to explain one aspect of herself by Sister Wives fans. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown deserves better than to be subjected to social media criticism. She was in an unhappy relationship with her sister wives, Robin, Christine, and Meri Brown, as well as her ex-husband, Kody Brown, for about 30 years. As one of the family's matriarchs, Janelle carried out her duties and did her best to nurture her 6 children. But she noticed a big difference in Kody during the COVID-19 pandemic, and she no longer felt the same respect and love from him as she had before. In 2022, Janelle broke off her spiritual connection with Kody and moved to North Carolina, where she purchased a farm. She turned the farm into a new business with her son-in-law, Caleb Brush, and daughter, Maddie Brush. Janelle made sure to keep in touch with Kody in order to obtain her just portion of the Coyote Pass property in which she had first invested, all the while concentrating on her own personal development. She even threatened to sue Kody over the incident. When Kody eventually sold the Coyote Pass ranch in 2025, he kept his word and gave Janelle her just desserts. When it comes to her sexuality, Janelle is defensive. Christine Brown jumped right back into the dating pool after splitting from Kody, and she ultimately met David Woolley, who turned out to be her ideal match. Shortly after meeting on a dating app, the pair fell in love and became engaged. Christine and David were married in October 2023. Christine chose to investigate a physical connection with David prior to exchanging vows because she believed that closeness was crucial in a relationship before marriage. Fortunately, their physical and emotional compatibility was flawless. Janelle, however, has not yet returned to the dating scene. Regrettably, critics often pull her back into that toxic atmosphere in spite of her best attempts to keep her distance from drama. Janelle has been forced to respond to claims that have recently surfaced regarding her sexual orientation. She reassured viewers on Sister Wives Season 19 Tell-All by declaring, via TLC, "I promise you, I'm not asexual. I swear to you." According to Janelle, she is unquestionably a very sexual being, a very earthed mama. Her hesitation to have assembly line kisses with Kody does not imply that she is asexual, she explained. Janelle is experiencing severe grief. As Janelle continues to grieve and makes an effort to separate herself from negativity, it is regrettable that she must cope with these unfounded suspicions regarding her sexual orientation. Janelle started a new chapter in North Carolina after splitting from Kody in 2022, searching for a fresh sense of direction. She tragically lost her adult son, Garrison Brown, in March 2024, and it has had a profound impact on her. It makes perfect sense for Janelle to take her time dating. She is allowing herself time to grieve and recover. Janelle deserves the time to thoroughly think through her next course of action because she is a very independent lady who is aware of her own desires. It's important for her to decide at her own speed whether she wants to pursue polygamy once more or stick to monogamous partnerships like Christine and David and Kody and Robin. Janelle has little time for romance or dating at the present because her priorities are expanding her business and spending quality time with her kids. Janelle is worthy of the best. After splitting from Kody, Janelle seemed to have faced more difficulties than the other 3 sister wives. In addition to her personal tragedy and financial difficulties, she has dealt with additional issues that have affected her mental health. Janelle has only lately found balance in her life, in contrast to her fellow sister wives. She has started her business, Tata Farms, enhanced her lifestyle, and broadened her social circle. In addition, she has gained self-confidence and set new objectives for 2025, including ending an unsatisfying partnership that lasted 3 decades. Since Janelle is actively trying to improve her life, she ought to be allowed to take the time she requires to feel prepared to resume dating. She doesn't need to find love again, and that's totally fine. In order to demonstrate her sexual orientation, Janelle shouldn't feel compelled to give someone a chance. She shouldn't need a man to make her happy, she should be allowed to live her life as she sees fit. After 30 years with Kody, Janelle has learned that true pleasure is not found in romantic relationships but rather in self-empowerment and self-healing. Supporters hope Janelle receives the resolution she so richly deserves. Over the course of the 19 seasons of Sister Wives, fans witnessed Kody abandoning his first 3 wives while showing preference for Robyn and her 5 children. Even though Kody and Janelle had a friendly relationship and a strong physical connection at first, things soured in 2020. When Janelle's domineering and self-centered husband pushed her to move out of their shared house with their sons, Gabe and Garrison Brown, she finally lost it. It was painful for Sister Wives watchers to see Janelle, who was known for her independence, feel controlled and suppressed by Kody. Fans of Janelle, who is currently unmarried, are hoping she will find the same type of unwavering love that Christine has found with David. It is their hope that Janelle will soon resume dating and, like Christine, meet the one. After they break up with Kody, fans of the original Sister Wives want them to be happy and independent. Even when admirers have good intentions, Janelle has the final say over whether and when she wants to resume dating. She could use the sue in the interim. Sister Wives, Michael T. Padrone calls Dad Kody shallow for favoring his pretty children. Michael T. Padrone is at last speaking up about her father, Kody Brown, and his partiality. Supporters are widely aware of his preference for Robyn Brown, his 4th wife. But the Sister Wives star also appears to have a favorite child. Now, Michael T. has revealed some startling details regarding Kody's early years. She has received a lot of flack for standing by her father over the years. However, by demonstrating unwavering support for Christine's marriage to David Woolley, she won over her detractors. David is very close to Tony and Michael T. Michael T. frequently talks about the trauma she experienced growing up in a huge, polygamous family. She also disparages her siblings and stepmother. After revealing something shocking about her father, the reality TV star stunned fans once more. Which child was the favorite? What was revealed by Michael T.? Sister Wives, Christine says Kody is fixated on appearance. The first person to leave her spiritual marriage to Kody Brown was Christine Brown. She and David Woolley, her new husband, moved on. The Sister Wives star, however, continued to talk about the difficulties she had in her marriage. When Christine revealed a serious red flag in her ex-husband's behavior, everyone was taken aback. According to her, Kody liked to compare his spiritual spouse's appearances. Even the type of hair each of them had captivated the TLC star. According to Christine, her husband was a big fan of makeup and wanted his ladies to constantly appear gorgeous. Robyn was even frequently complimented by Kody on how well she dressed up for him. Meri later revealed that he brought her shopping to ensure she always looked well. Michael T. talks about Kody's favoritism on Sister Wives. Michael T. Padrone speaks candidly about the challenges she encountered as a child. Along with her husband, Tony Padrone, she enjoys sharing personal details about her family on her YouTube channel. Recently, the TLC stars talked about the family dynamics. Michael T. asserted in it that her father had a favorite child as well. She acknowledged that her father never said that, but his actions demonstrate this. She was never prepared to hear that from her father because she was an insecure youngster. Aspen was the favorite child, therefore the reality TV star already had problems growing up with her. Tony disclosed that his father-in-law had publicly declared that Aspen was his favorite. He enjoys it when his girls and boys are attractive, he stated. I believe this is the reason he consistently claimed that Aspen was his favorite. The Sister Wives star believed that she was constantly prettied up, which may have contributed to his preference. Kody said that, but Tony made it apparent that he never did. Michael T. saw that her grandma usually got up and dressed first thing in the morning. As a child, Kody may have observed his mother doing the same. It might be an additional factor in his attraction to Robyn. In previous interviews, Christine Brown, Michael T.'s mother, made the same statement. She believed that her ex-husband was fixated with appearances. Before diving into recent events, it's important to understand the long road that brought Janelle to this moment. As one of the original Sister Wives, Janelle joined the Brown family in 1993 as Kody Brown's second wife, following his legal marriage to Meri Brown and preceding Christine and Robyn. Janelle was known for her strong work ethic, analytical thinking, and deep commitment to her 6 children. Unlike her sister wives, Janelle was open about the fact that she didn't crave romantic attention or intense emotional intimacy in the same way. Instead, she found satisfaction in raising her children and maintaining a career to support the large family. For years, this arrangement worked, or at least appeared to. However, over time, cracks in the foundation of the Brown family began to show. As Kody increasingly prioritized his relationship with Robyn, even legally divorcing Meri to adopt Robyn's children, tensions rose among the wives. Janelle, though pragmatic and often diplomatic, reached a tipping point during the COVID-19 pandemic. Kody's increasingly rigid household rules and his alienation from their sons Gabe and Garrison were major stressors. These tensions ultimately culminated in the end of their spiritual marriage in 2022. Part 2, Janelle breaks away and finds independence. After separating from Kody, Janelle took concrete steps to rebuild her life. While many reality stars might collapse under the weight of a failed relationship and public scrutiny, Janelle showed remarkable resilience. She moved to North Carolina, where her daughter Maddie Brush lives with her husband Caleb and their children. There, Janelle invested in a small farm and co-founded a new business, Tata Farms, turning her passion for wellness, agriculture, and family into a brand. At the same time, Janelle worked to secure her financial independence. For years, she and the other wives had poured money into Coyote Pass, a large plot of land in Flagstaff that was meant to house the entire Brown family. But after the collapse of their plural marriage, it became a point of contention. Janelle, tired of waiting, threatened legal action if she didn't receive her fair share. Finally, in 2025, Kody sold the land, and Janelle walked away with the portion of the profits she rightfully deserved. Part 3, Christine's glow-up and Janelle's comparisons. As Janelle focused on healing and business, fans couldn't help but compare her journey to that of Christine Brown. Christine, who left Kody in 2021, quickly found love again. She began dating David Woolley, a widower and construction business owner from Utah, and they married in October 2023. Christine openly discussed the importance of sexual intimacy in her new relationship, a stark contrast to her past with Kody. Her newfound glow, public displays of affection, and joyful marriage made headlines. And while many fans celebrated her, some turned their gaze to Janelle, wondering why she hadn't taken a similar route. These comparisons, though perhaps well-meaning, were unfair. Every woman heals differently. Janelle's journey has included financial planning, business growth, a tragic loss, and introspection. Her priorities simply aren't centered on dating, at least not right now. Part 4, the rumors begin, Janelle's sexuality questioned. Unfortunately, these comparisons spiraled into something darker. Social media users began speculating about Janelle's sexuality. Some claimed she might be asexual, others insinuated that she simply wasn't interested in men. These rumors were not only invasive, they were wildly inappropriate. Fans latched onto her reserved demeanor and lack of romantic entanglements as proof that she wasn't straight or sexual. They seemed to forget the 30 years she spent in a plural marriage, the 6 children she birthed and raised, and the countless sacrifices she made. The speculation became so persistent that it forced Janelle to speak out during the Sister Wives Season 19 tell-all. In her own words, Janelle said, "I promise you. I'm not asexual. I promise you." She elaborated further, describing herself as a very sexual being, a very earthed mama. Her explanation made it clear that her reluctance to kiss Kody in a mechanical, performative way on television didn't indicate a lack of desire, just a lack of connection with her husband at the time. This moment was powerful, but it also highlighted the pressure she was under. Why should a woman, especially one grieving and healing, feel compelled to justify something so personal? Part 5, Janelle's ongoing grief after Garrison's death. While fans speculated about Janelle's personal life, she was dealing with something far more significant, the loss of her son, Robert Garrison Brown, in March 2024. Garrison, who had appeared frequently on Sister Wives, was a fan favorite and a brave National Guard member. His death shook the Brown family and the show's loyal viewers. For Janelle, this wasn't just a storyline, it was the most devastating chapter of her life. In the months following Garrison's passing, Janelle posted tributes and shared glimpses into her grief journey. She found support in her children, particularly Maddie, and immersed herself in projects that offered comfort and purpose. Sister Wives star Janelle Brown deserves better than to be subjected to social media criticism. She was in an unhappy relationship with her sister wives, Robin, Christine, and Meri Brown, as well as her ex-husband, Kody Brown, for about 30 years. As one of the family's matriarchs, Janelle carried out her duties and did her best to nurture her 6 children. But she noticed a big difference in Kody during the COVID-19 pandemic, and she no longer felt the same respect and love from him as she had before.